So what I'm going to do here is kind of show everybody what exactly the, I don't know what you would call it, dealership setups are for the MMCS system here from Mitsubishi Motors. Now, this is one of the benefits of actually having this system versus buying, say, an aftermarket GPS unit, which from my research looks like it's going to cost about the same anyway, around $2,000. You're going to get about the same feature set with probably not including the integrated hard drive. And the only feature that this system really lacks, in my opinion, is basically the full iPod control, which is really sad actually. It should be there. So I'm going to move quick here. What we got to do basically is you want to hold down the set and the navigation buttons for about 3 seconds. So you want to push them both at the same time. You'll see the menu change, and then after about 3 seconds. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we've got our menu up here, so we're just going to kind of go over a couple of the different options here. First off, we have the vehicle signal select, which is basically going to give you some signal text for the speed, illumination, and shift position. I'm not even sure that this is relevant for manuals, but it may be. Also, the monitor check will give you bars across the screen, allowing you to check your monitor for any, artifacts, etc. So we also have our network connect line check, which is a very usable feature here. This is going to give us statuses basically on the DVD drive, the hard drive, the internal memory, rear camera if it's so connected, the GPS receiver, rear seat rather, which you can also add to this car with some fancy wiring work, your CAN box, and your video inputs. We also have our speaker checks, which is actually quite useful. If you're messing with your wiring, trying to add an additional device into your system, what you can do here is use this to kind of get the output from the different speakers and make sure that they're working. So front left, your right left, front left, rear left, your subwoofer, all your speakers, etc., including your tweeters, can be individually checked in this 9-speaker system. Also, you can grab the version information from here and load the CAN box programming disk, but unfortunately I don't have one of these, so it's kind of pointless for me to use. You can get all of the information here that is used to upgrade your system, etc. You also have a very important thing here called the sensor check. I'm not going to start this because it's actually takes a little while to complete. What this for is checking the sensor movements in your car, your GPS, etc. Touch switch configuration. This allows you to check to see if the different points are calibrated and are working properly on your device. Once you're done with this check, obviously you can go back. This is great for finding dead pixels, etc. CAN communication confirmation. What this also does is lets you see what devices are connected to your CAN bus system. So from your HVAC, etc., all the different options and devices, which these you can't click on these. I don't even know what half of these are, to be honest. So. But it's good. It's good that I can look and see what's there, I suppose. Once again, also here's some version indication information for you to look at, and also you can come in here and take a look at your VIN number assignment, the different coding datas. This may not be too useful for the average user, and I consider myself a below average user in most cases. So we can't even. I couldn't even tell you what this is for, other than it's just giving you obviously hex values for some of the information that's on here, which I'm sure will all be decoded and get in due time. We also have a chrono stack, which is, once again, who knows? It's something I haven't really played with, so I don't know what they are. We also have a memory initialization, which I haven't done. What this will do is erase everything on the system and put it back to a factory state condition. This will be good if you want to get rid of all your music on your system, and then you just have your log stuff here. So now what this does is you can even see here for service data log, what's interesting is you can see that my amplifier got either plugged in or disconnected at some point, and that is actually exactly what happened. So I was plugging in and removing my amp, and you can see here it actually keeps a log of when the disconnect occurred and what the item was. Now obviously if you don't want the dealer to know about that, you would want to delete that. So this is something, if you went in and said, hey, my stuff's not working anymore, what's going on, then you'd want to clear this data out. Time adjustment information is just to you obviously set the time, etc. is what I'm assuming here. Couldn't be for sure positive though. And that is pretty much it. This wraps up everything that's on this system using the MMCS. And of course also you can look forward to seeing some additional features from some other vendors where allowing you to actually display gauges, etc. on the screen while you're driving, which I'm very much looking forward to. So if you were thinking of not getting this system, I kind of recommend getting it because it's actually already been useful for me in some of the aftermarket stuff that I've been working on and investigating. And with that, I'll let you go. Have a good one, guys.